Dynasty fashion show. So for the Chinese dynasty, Chinese culture, we have 5,000 plus years, right? It is a long history. Out of 5,000 years, guess how many dynasty we have? Everyone want to take 10? Way more than that. Think about 5,000 years. So United States, we have 200 plus years. 5,000 years of history. How many dynasties we have? Take a while. 40. It's 3-digit. How's that? Give a hint. It's a 3-digit. It's 5,000 years. That can be a lot of dynasty, right? 500. All right, she said 500. A little bit more. Out of 5,000 years, how many dynasty we have? A little bit more. You are so close. She said 550. It's 559. That's how many dynasty we have. So, throughout other, 559 emperors. So then we have, 83 dynasty. Now today here, if I'm going to bring you all 83 dynasty on stage, we're not going to be able to go home. So we just want to show you the major dynasty from our Chinese history. Yeah? Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our first dynasty. So our first beautiful dynasty is Zhou dynasty. It's from 1046 to 771 BCE. So the Zhou dynasty is actually our most culturally dynasty. So you see a lot of cultural related items, it's developing from the Zhou dynasty. One of the fun facts, we all know the famous philosopher Confucius, right? The teachers, the grandfather of the teacher. So the Confucius is from the Zhou dynasty. Zhou dynasty, they are all well educated, and then the military dynasty also start building from the Zhou dynasty. And now, after the Zhou dynasty, growing to the years of 221 to 206 BC, we have Qin dynasty. Most well-known emperor Qin Shi Huang. It's from Qin dynasty. He is also the one who ordered the construction of the Great Wall. So we start building the Great Wall during his dynasty. That's Qin Shi Huang. And guess what? For the Qin dynasty, it's a very short dynasty. Only lasts for 15 years. But end up like he's the strongest dynasty. The 220 to 206 BC, we have Han Dynasty. We all know paper making, right? Origami. So the origami is from the Han Dynasty. So the Tang Dynasty is considered as the golden age in Chinese history. Now the people that we think about, we talk about the Han, the Chinese character, it's all from the Han Dynasty. We call Chinese people also called Han people. One of the most famous emperor is Han Wu. And followed by the Han Dynasty. From 581 to 618 CE, we have Sui Dynasty. Sui dynasty is also another short dynasty, only lasts for 38 years. But guess what? It's the most wealthy dynasty. They are rich in another way. 38 years, I don't know how they make so much money. So Song dynasty is also the dynasty of unified China after 400 years of division between northern and south. Sui, it means to follow, which implies to loyalty. That's why this dynasty is Sui dynasty. And Sui Yangdi is one of the most famous emperors. Tell from the costume, all gold trim, so you know the dynasty is very rich, huh? And that's our Sui Yangdi from Sui dynasty. And followed by the Sui dynasty, we have from 618 to 907, most famous dynasty that everyone knows, Tang dynasty. Tang dynasty was the second largest dynasty and longest dynasty in Chinese history. And guess what? Tang dynasty is also the only dynasty to have a female emperor in Chinese history, Wu Zetian. And also one of the out of four well-known ladies from Chinese history, Yang Guifei, Lady Yang is also from Tang dynasty. And guess what? Lady Yang served 3 emperors in that dynasty. I know. That's our beautiful Tang Minghuang and Yang Guifei. To our next large dynasty, it's our Song dynasty from 960 to 1279 AD. The Song dynasty was a culturally rich and compliant age for China. Most of people from this dynasty, they are all well educated. They can dance, they can sing. The only one thing for this dynasty is the martial arts is not as strong as like Qing dynasty. But a fun fact, we all know Chinese lady way back to ancient time, we bind our feet. No more, not now, right? So binding the feet, it's actually from the Song dynasty. So the girls, the young girls like your age right here, are forced to bind their feet to prevent the future growth. And the reason being is to consider a symbol of beauty and the high status in the country. That's why ladies have to bind their feet. So we bind our feet since the Song dynasty all the way through until the Qing dynasty. Get binded, you only see 3 inches out there. I know. Guess what? My grandma, when she's still alive, and I look at her feet being binded. It's unique, but it's quite scary too. And now we have the Ming dynasty from 1368 through 1644. It lasts for 276 years long. So for the Ming dynasty, they have 12 generations. We went through 16 emperors. We all know a very famous Forbidden City in Beijing, right? You've seen the movie. So the Forbidden City, it's actually was started building during the Ming dynasty. So right after that, all the dynasty, after the Ming dynasty, all used the Forbidden City as the capital. And that's our Qing dynasty. And that is also the famous movie, Our Lost Emperor, right? Rolling to the Qing Dynasty. From 1644 to 1912, Qing Dynasty lasted for 268 years, went through 12 emperors. That's my most favorite dynasty, I don't know why. So look at the special shoes our beautiful empress wearing. Remember I mentioned from Song Dynasty, our ladies buying our feet? So the Qing Dynasty, it's actually was the last emperor dynasty for China that, So yes, with last emperor, so that's, that also means that Qing Dynasty is also the dynasty, it's not from the Han people. It's from Manchu and Mongolian people. So the Qing people are not Han people. And so they don't buy their feet, but because from the Song Dynasty, we start buying our feet. So they had to make that special shoes with the wooden platform and then make the bottom part 6 inch high to represent the binding feet. The Qing Dynasty people are also horse people. They all like to do horseback riding and like to hunt as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fun time. Let's win into our ancient wedding. Let's welcome our wedding couple. Here comes our groom. As you can see, red represents lucky, so all our wedding dress all in color red. And here comes our beautiful bride. Chinese embroidery is also another very famous art that we use into our costume, our dresses. On the costume that our bride is wearing, it's called Feng Guan Sha Pei. That piece on top of her is actually very heavy. And we also have the flower bouquet, just like right now, except for our flower bouquet is still red. And that's how he proposed. And do we toss our flower bouquet? Yes. So the way we toss our flower bouquet, it's not during the wedding. It's actually before the lady meet the gentleman, they are looking for the husband, they will host the event to toss the bouquet. Whoever cut the bouquet will become the groom. And they never seen that person before, and that's how they get married. They have that people. And for our Asian couple now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our techno prince. Another temple culture from Taiwan, very unique. Our techno prince is represent one of the gods from the heaven. It's called Nuoza, third prince. It's also called Lotus Prince. And our prince will bring everybody the good health, big love, and a lot of wisdom. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome all of our dynasties. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's welcome the Zhou Dynasty. our Qin Dynasty. Our Qin Shi Huang and our Han Dynasty, our Han Wu Di. And Sui Dynasty, Sui Yang Di. Then go into our Tang Dynasty, Tang Ning Huang, Yang Wei Fei, Lady Yang. Then from our Song Dynasty. And our Ming Dynasty. And our emperors from the Qing Dynasty, Zheng Fei. And our ancient wedding couple. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, our techno prince. Well, kids, now it's your time. If you would like to take picture with all the emperors and emperor, you're more welcome to now. You see each of them have the carnation on their hand. So come say hi to them, get a carnation and present to your mom or grandma. And I would like to wish all the mom, grandma, and mom to be out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Go around.
خدي باللون.